Hello HIW Wildside Wrestling fans. I'm the real Bobby Munson. With me as always the man with the angelic voice, Papa Smokes. And right away we're going to cut to a backstage segment that happened after the attack of the Dixie Dragon on Ella Blake and Tony Novak before we get to the match here tonight.
Yeah, so after what happened tonight, I know exactly what you're thinking. I know what you're going to say. I know you want to fight Dixie. That's why I came to talk to you, because I can't let you do it alone. So October 26th, if Dixie is man enough, you and me are going to fight. If you're in.
Do this.
There you see it, Ella Blake, Tony Novak were attacked by the Dixie Dragon in their matchup on Wildside TV, and now the two of them laying down a challenge for a handicap match. Tony and Ella looking to take on Dixie Dragon here tonight. Now, does Dixie Dragon have his work cut out for him, taking on two individuals at the same time, Papa Smokes?
Yeah, I think he's quite up to the challenge. I've seen Dixie Dragon a number of times. He is a mean individual.
Tony Novak we've seen many times on Wildside TV. Ella Blake really just starting to make her name here on Wildside TV, but definitely turning a few heads, really showing that she's got a lot of skill there. A lot to come from this young lady as well too.
And some courage to challenge the Dixie Dragon as well.
And encouraged to get back up on that ring rope when you miss the first time sometimes. As always, the show must go on no matter what. These two, even though they got the two of them together, I mean, still in a sense giving up a lot of size here to Dixie Dragon, who is a very, very large, intimidating individual. I mean, even just passing by him sometimes, I mean, I tremble with fear a little bit. The Dixie Dragon, he's scary to look at. And those kicks of his are just absolutely lethal, Papa Smokes.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Not only does he have the physical skills, he's got the experience, and then he's got a mean streak about a mile wide. I think we're going to see a good example of that in this match.
Seems to be a man of very few words. He doesn't really explain his actions a lot. He lets his feet do the talking for him. And if you haven't checked it out before, when Ella and Tony were going one-on-one, Dixie interfered. Ella Blake actually took 3 power bombs from the Dixie Dragon. So, I mean, props to her for being able to get back up and wanting to fight another day after that attack that was made. Looks like everything is ready to go and underway, and in this matchup there won't be any need for tags. This is going to be a straight 2v1 handicap match. Dixie Dragon already getting in the faces of both Ella Blake and Tony Novak.
I don't think you're going to get that show of sportsmanship that you always like to see at the beginning of every match.
Well, at least I get to see it between Ella and Tony working on the same page, trying to take the Dixie Dragon out, but man, devastating clotheslines takes them both down. And I have a feeling Dixie Dragon is out here to punish and hurt these two. Ella being put up to the top ropes. There's only bad intentions up there. There we go, Tony. That's it. Get right in there. And you want to talk about bravery. I mean, Tony Novak gives up a lot of size too, but he has not backed down from a single fight here in Wildside Wrestling yet, Pop Smokes. Oh, excellent from Ella Blake.
Oh, she's holding on for more.
I mean, if these two can get on the same page together, I mean, there might be a chance. Oh, forget it.
Good Lord. He flipped her into the corner, into those turnbuckles. Good God, what an impact.
Now the Exploder suplex to Tony Novak. I mean, Dixie Dragon is just picking these two apart right now. Oh no. No, Dixie, what are you gonna do? Oh, somebody stop him. I mean, he's gonna crush these two. Oh, man!
Oh.
Oh, come on, Dixie Dragon. What is this?
He picked him up. He's not done having his fun yet.
Could have just put the match to rest right there and been done with it. No, he's got a toy with these two. And what is Dixie Dragon trying to prove here? And Tony Novak getting Ella Blake out of the way there.
She was about to get her fourth powerbomb there.
And Tony just got his head kicked off. Somebody check ringside. I think Tony might be missing a tooth. Oh, speaking of power bombs, you were talking about that ring being reinforced last week, Papa Smokes. I hope it is tonight after that.
This Dixie Dragon is so strong too. Did you see the torque and the snap he gets with those power bombs? It's just hellacious. Now he's going to stretch him a bit.
Oh, it stomps him right into the apron. This is sickening. I mean, the referee got it. You got to do something. Step in there and call a stop to this. I mean, this is mayhem. No.
Not to the young lady.
Oh. You know, you think that Bobby Sharp was harsh, but with his wife, look what Dixie Dragon's doing right now. You can see Alexander Prime has come out here. I mean, finally somebody gonna do something about this. There we go, Prime. Put Dixie Dragon right in his place. You heard Alexander Prime told the referee to call an end to this matchup. He is not going to tolerate the actions of the Dixie Dragon here. So this one, I guess we could almost call a no contest at this point, Papa Smokes. But I mean, you could call it a no contest all you want. Dixie Dragon's still the one walking under his own power back to the backstage area.
And Novak and Blake are barely moving in the middle of the ring. This could be serious.
And we might need to get some assistance down there for these two young individuals. I mean, we love carnage in a wrestling ring, but we don't want to see anybody seriously hurt ever. I mean, wrestling is a very, very risky business that people get into, and injuries are very real. As we know, our own Tommy Gallivan having his arm broken recently. We hope for a speedy recovery there, and we hope that both Ella Blake and Tony Novak can recover from this beatdown that the Dixie Dragon has delivered. But I mean, what is the Dixie Dragon's intentions here in Wildside Wrestling, Papa Smokes? I mean, he shows up, he makes these attacks. What is he doing here? We have not yet to hear from the man.
To be honest, Munson, I think Dixie Dragon is making his presence known in HIW Wildside. For some of the fans who aren't familiar with him, that haven't seen him wrestling in Saskatoon over the past couple of years, he's putting a statement on his appearances. He's coming out laying waste to some of these younger superstars. He's putting everyone at HIW Wildside on notice that he's here. He wants fresh meat and he wants title shots. He means business.
As you can see, assistance from the back there. Everyone helping, Ella Blake especially, but also Tony Novak to the back. Both of them looking very worse for wear. Stay tuned to social media. We will be able to update you on the updates of Tony Novak and of Ella Blake. Let you know how they're doing, and hopefully we'll see them back in a Wildside ring very shortly. But it's time now, Papa Smokes. It's main event time, the time we always love, and tonight we're in for a real treat. The Above Average Aiden Adams is going to be in singles competition against former Death by Chocolate member Fil Deadly, I mean, going out in singles competition here tonight. Fil Deadly, has earned the right to be in a main event spot. He's been with the company for quite some time now, and we know he can get business done inside that squared circle as well. We also know that Above Average Aiden Adams picking up a win, his first win, just recently on Wildside TV in that triple threat match with Braden Parsons and Tyler James. What a match that was, and a big surprise. Aiden Adams going to want to keep that alive and well and hopefully get a win over Fil Deadly here tonight. But Fil Deadly is going to want to make a statement. He's going to want to show that he's ready for singles competition once again and make his mark going forward.
Yeah, this will be a good test for Fil Deadly right here. Good test for Aiden Adams as well. These guys are kind of in the middle of the pack as far as HIW stars go, and as far as being in title contention and such like that. I think this is going to be a good bout, and I think the winner is going to go on to brighter and better things soon.
You definitely got that right, Papa Smokes, and I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be a great action. I always love watching Fil Deadly's work inside the ring. Big fan of what he does. Aiden Adams, I might not be a big fan of the current attitude that seems to have a big chip on his shoulder and everything, but take nothing away from the youngster. He can get it done inside that ring. And we're about to get too damn deadly. Phil making his way down to the ring, and the fans are on their feet.
Yeah, these fans in Saskatoon love Uncle Phil.
They certainly do. Man who's well-trained, world-renowned. He's harnessed his craft outside of Canada, even spent some time down in I believe the Los Angeles area, where he was getting extra training down there to make sure that he could bring some of the best back to here Canada inside the Wildside wrestling ring. And you can really tell the difference between the time he spent down there and when he came back here in Saskatoon. I mean, it was like night and day. There's the Uncle Phil chant starting from the audience there. They love this man.
Yeah, you knew it was coming.
Now that the fans have dubbed him Uncle Phil here in Saskatoon, it would be great if for just one time we could see Uncle Phil take one of these guys like Aiden Adams to the side doors here at the Cosmo Hall and just give him the old toss out the door. I think it'd be really classic here for Wildside TV if we could get that one of these weeks.
All right, and we're off. I'm looking forward to this match. This is going to be good.
So for those who are not too familiar with the two styles of these two individuals, what can you tell them about each individual in the ring right here, Papa Smokes?
Well, as we talked about before, Fil Deadly recently was in the tag team Death by Chocolate. They agreed to part ways and are now singles wrestlers. We saw Kid Chocolate in one of the weeks past here, beginning his singles career. Fil Deadly's looking good. I think he's gonna have a bright future in the singles category. As far as Aiden Adams go, if you listen to Wildside TV, you know that my nickname for him is the Blue Chipper. I think he's going to be one of the up-and-coming stocks for Wildside Wrestling. I think he's going to be a superstar and a champion in the future, and I can't wait to see these two mix it up.
And I believe trained by the great Lance Storm, if I'm not mistaken, too.
That's correct. He's trained a lot of great wrestlers.
Fil Deadly firmly in control of the match early on here today. And for everything Aiden's tried to throw at him, Phil has had a counter here tonight. He is prepared for this singles competition.
I've seen a lot of Fil Deadly's matches over the years here in Wildside Wrestling, Munson, and in fact I saw his first match ever as a professional wrestler, and like you said, he's come a long way. He's come a far distance in improving himself as a wrestler and stuff. I really think one of the big things for him was to get the confidence. You could just see that confidence in all of his moves. You could see how the confidence reflects throughout behavior in the ring, and I think it's just done wonders for him. I think he'll continue to improve.
And now Aiden Adams is taking control of this matchup, and he is capitalizing on his opportunities here.
Yeah, Aiden Adams never short on confidence, that's for sure.
You know, we saw him go toe-to-toe with Michael Richard Blaze, one of Wildside's best in what was, a top-quality matchup here in Wildside Wrestling. And then, again, that triple threat match that we saw a few weeks back on Wildside TV. You know, I recommend everybody to go back on episodes of Wildside TV and just check out the work of these guys.
Yeah, hard to believe we're 30 episodes in already, Munson. This is
30 plus. I think this is 32, in fact, Papa Smokes.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride. It's been a lot of fun. You and I have been learning to do commentary as we do this, and I've just had a whale of a time doing this for Wildside TV.
In fact, I think I've got a fun idea that I'm going to throw out there, Papa Smokes. I think it's no doubt we're going to get to at least 50 plus episodes here for Wildside TV, and you know, to hell with it, we'll just keep that going all this time. But I'm saying it right now, when we hit 50 episodes, Papa Smokes, I think we need to throw the party to end all parties, the Bobby and Papa Smokes party, to celebrate 50 episodes of Wildside TV. And you, the fans, let's make it happen. Let's find the venue, let's find a place, let's go out, and let's make a party for Wildside TV number 50.
I like this idea a lot, Munson. This is great. So let's start planning it immediately.
Definitely so. And we know we got a lot of big fans out there that tune in every single week. We know that they make comments in the comment section here on YouTube, and we hope that everybody can join in on the conversation. Papa Smokes and I love reading the comments. I love replying to as many of the comments as possible too. And you know, reach out to us on there. Reach out to us on social media. We're very interactive with the fans here of Wildside Wrestling, and we're looking forward to talking to each and every one of you. Maybe not talk so much to Aiden Adams though. But he is looking strong in this matchup. I mean, he has taken control. He has got Phil down. He has just got to capitalize on this opportunity, and we could be walking away with another victory. Just think, Papa Smokes, it was only several months ago you and I didn't even know each other, and here we are calling matchups. We have called some huge matchups here on Wildside TV. I mean, we have got such great talent here of our own. I mean, we had the special match with Cody Rhodes earlier in the year, and I mean, we've seen a lot of these superstars grow along with the two of us as well, too. I mean, because a lot of them were just getting their feet wet here in Wildside Wrestling when the two of us were starting out.
That's right, Munson. We were like some of the draft picks that they made, developing the company from the inside, and I just couldn't be more pleased than doing these episodes with you and putting them up on YouTube for the fans to enjoy. It's been a wild ride.
Yep. And of course, we're going to stay ahead of the game, even though our counterparts, HIW Canada, are now going to have their weekly show coming to YouTube in 2019. That you're going to be able to catch right here. So if you're already subscribed to our channel, that's great. If not, subscribe right now, and you're going to get 2 weekly television programs from HIW Canada, both Wildside Wrestling and HIW Canada as well. Oh, Fil Deadly just about picking up the win there. Aiden Adams getting out just in the nick of time. Now Aiden rolling to those ropes, trying to regain himself just on the side of the ring.
Phil a little slow on the attack there, allowed Aiden to get the counter move in.
A nice counter to Aiden's move right there, just about put him away.
That was close.
As he said, Phil, definitely an entertainer. He loves to interact with the audience, but I mean, that can also be to a person's detriment too. You take your focus off your opponent.
Absolutely.
And right to the outside we go there. Oh, no love for Aiden Adams as he getting right up there in with the audience.
He's going to tell us how great he is anyway.
I think only him and his mom have ever said those words before, though. As you can see there, a little bump of the camera happening once again. You can't control live television, Papa Smokes. Especially when we had the capacity crowd we did on hand for Devil's Night. I mean, it was electric. And this audience, I mean, they loved every second of it. And no, Phil went down after that move. We might have an injury problem here for Uncle Phil. He appears to be favoring that left foot, if I'm not mistaken. This might be a cause for concern. Fil Deadly is really not doing well there. That left leg is just dragging it behind him.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he can put much weight on it at this point. That's going to make a difference to his attack in this match.
I mean, Aiden Adams might turn out to be like a shark smelling blood if he sees that foot dangling.
Well, Phil's going to try and finish it off right now. Whoa. Wow. Side thrust kick to the face really took the wind out of Fil Deadly's sails.
Phil trying to find everything he has in him to just get back to his feet, let alone survive this matchup. I mean, Aiden Adams been absolutely relentless, just taking it to Fil Deadly here tonight. But Phil getting out of the way. Fil Deadly, you know, looking like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest right now. It's not looking good for him, but he's still fighting with everything he has.
It looks like Aiden Adams going for the place kick here. Maybe he's a football veteran.
I think if I'm not mistaken, here in Canada, most people refer to it as soccer, but back home in England, we always refer to it as football there. At least until the North Americans took it over and decided to change up the name. I do know, talking to Aiden Adams, but definitely know that he is a soccer fan and that his excitement level's up for the World Cup coming to Canada eventually here, as any excitement level would be for a big sporting event.
Yeah, that's the biggest one of them all, for sure.
Definitely is. To me, it would be as exciting as being at Devil's Night.
Indeed. Here again, Adams, don't worry about these fans at ringside. You're leaving Fil Deadly to recover over there.
I know he's really taken offense to a lot of the comments from the audience calling him below average Aiden Adams.
Yeah, he doesn't like that.
And Phil has got back to his feet and he has got this. Aiden might be looking to try to wrap this one up finally. And how Phil still stays in this and pulls that off even on one foot.
Wow.
And it's over. Fil Deadly picking up the victory.
Wow, look at that.
Fans are happy. Fil Deadly, a great start to his singles career, but I mean, damn, that foot does not look good, Pop Smoke.
Yeah, but you know what? Fil Deadly, that was a gut check for him. He worked through that. He persevered despite the pain, despite the debilitation of that injury, and look at this, he's come away with the W.
And that's exactly why this match goes on last, why it's a main event, why Fil Deadly is a name you're going to remember going forward. I mean, the HIW roster is going to be looking at this right now and thinking to themselves, this is a guy who's going to be coming after singles gold, and very soon, in fact. But again, that's all we've got for you this week on Wildside TV, folks. It has been another spectacular night. Make sure to tune in again next weekend as we've got a big title match. The Provincial Championship going to be on the line. Sheik Shabazz defending against Davey O'Doyle in a rematch from the previous match. So check that out next week. For Pop Smokes and I, this has been Wildside TV. Have a great night and take care.